Hey guys, it's Bane here, back again with another video. I'm doing this one off stream. I'll get to why in just a second, but I do realize I'm missing some like dead space here. The chat's not there, but it's kind of a good recording format, so I kind of like it. So just doing this off stream, recording the video, doing an IT review for someone. But we have someone actually came through and did donate to me individually, wanted to support me, so I decided why not do a review for him. I suppose it's not too much of the question. I did say it would be okay kind of doing these kinds of things. They're few and far in between. Again, most of the reviews I am doing are still by giveaway, so please don't feel pressured to send me or subscribe or give me money in any way. I do have a full-time job. I don't expect this sort of income stream to really supplement me, but if people really, really want help, I'm not above or beneath doing that. So anyways, again, before the video does start, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll just go head straight into the review. So today we have Cedar. A lot of his characters' names are Cedar. Looks like they are in World 6. Death Note-wise, they're at Skydoggy Spirits, so kind of at the mid-game lock. As always, with the previous video I've uploaded around like the mid-World 6 guide, I really do recommend probably Atom Collider. Yep, definitely. Atom Collider is going to be a big thing for you, so go watch that video for more context about why this is important. There's a video I've uploaded as to why Boron's so big and why the Atom Collider grind is so important. It's because it kind of refocuses your account away from pushing, because you're not really able to do it. You're not missing much from getting to Samurai Guardians apart from Crop Evolution chance, but you're not soft locked out of the game as you were with League Spirits. So you really want to refocus your account, do skilling, get that up, and refocus your attention on Boron, getting higher atom generation, and trying to upgrade this as much as possible. The reason this is important is because you can get free atom upgrades every single day. The more atom generation you have, the easier it is to support higher bubble levels. So, for example, you're able to upgrade things like Power of Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3 every single day, 60, 70 times, without having to worry about running out of atoms, for example, 50 times or so. So, definitely up this, get higher atom generation, so you can support upgrading some of the higher level bubbles. Right now, your focus should be really cycling into the first few bubbles, so Warrior's Rule, Hardy Dicky, Archer or Bust. You're doing Sanic Tools, for example, Hocus Chopus, Mage's Best. And then once you get those up to around like level 300, you should look at Toolbox. Honestly, it shows you like percentages you can change your efficiency for. You can change to like 90% is what I recommend. 85 maybe, a little bit cheaper to do, a lot faster. You can get those bubbles up to about 85 to 90% of their capacity and get really high skilling prints that way. But don't neglect things like Hocus Chopus and Hardy Diggy, because they give you a ton of mining efficiency and chopping efficiency, which gets scaled by the Warrior's Rule or Mage's Best bubble. So it's going to help you a ton with skilling efficiency. So get those up. You're going to really power through World 6, get a bunch of skilling efficiency. Once you get Boron to level 20, you get enough atom generation to support atoming things like Power of Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3. Then, once they're up at a point where you can atom them, start using your atoms on them. In the immediate short-term goal, you may want to start upgrading Diamond Chef, for example, to get your cooking speed up, because cooking does provide you a ton of bonuses throughout the game. So it does damage, it gives you defense, which is kind of not important at this point. Skill efficiency, again, kind of cycles back into that. Crit chance if you're not capped at 200% on that. Give you critters for traps, so you can get your critter grind for vials. Bits and gaming, a little kind of okay there. Gold food bonus, really, really good. Also, you're missing some of the Crop Evolution chance to go cooking speed from, I believe, Royal Eggs, which is right after Skydoggy Spirits. Actually, you may be able to get meal cooking speed. I recommend probably getting this. But yeah, overall, cooking gives you a ton of bonuses, and once you are able to get Boron level 20, get enough atom generation, start pumping some atoms into Diamond Chef, get the meal cooking speed up, honestly get this bubble to around like 600-700, and then go back. At that point, you may be able to start upgrading Power of Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3, because you're no meal left behind, probably has hit them into atom range. Maybe Power of Try 1, because it's already atom. But you're already able to hit this eventually with no bubble left behind, and the lithium upgrade will be able to hit these bubbles, get them to 100 million resource cost, and start using atoms on them. This will help you with damage, which again is going to help you with multi-kill and pushing past the spirit lock, the lock on Skydoggy Spirits. But apart from that, if you need more attention on pushing power, these multiplier bubbles, Molt Orange, Severe Purple, and Prema Green, or Prema Green, Severe Purple, will help give you some more damage. Cycles back into skilling efficiency a little bit, but this will help you get more damage, more multi-kill per tier, help you push the portals. Kill per kill, Mr. Massacre, also great ones. Once they're at a point where you can atom them, highly recommend atoming them till around like level 300 or so. Gives you a bunch of kill per kill, as well as multi-kill per tier. Anyways, back through World 1, I kind of skipped this, but your stamps. So this is something you can very feasibly do. Kind of, almost. So one thing you may want to start working on is, number one, getting envelope pile. Actually, before you do anything sigil related, I recommend trying to finish the quest for Sashijin first. So finish that quest line, get the stamps that you're missing, if you are missing any. I think you were. Yes, you are missing some of the stamps from Sashijin, so finish the summoning quest line first. Get those stamps, and then finish summoning, because you're going to get shiny, sigil speed, wherever it is. Sigil speed. This sigil speed is going to be incredibly important. It's going to help you a ton with getting those sigils up, and the most important one for you right now to help your stamps up is going to be envelope pile. Envelope pile is going to reduce the cost of the stamps to get to max level, so you are able to upgrade your stamps more. Getting to 10,000 stamps is incredibly important because of the rift bonus here. This rift bonus, when you have 10,000 stamp level, you're guaranteed to get a gilded stamp every single day, which overall just helps your progress as time progresses. You're able to upgrade your stamps at really low cost pretty much every single day. So 10,000 is a goal for your stamp-wise, so try to get that up. Try to work on summoning, finish the quest for Sashijin. I recommend, honestly, if you're, where are you at in summoning? You have red, so you have Sparky. Sparky is going to help a ton with pushing, survivability. You're going to be able to really push through the summoning battles relatively quickly because of that, but don't finish them until you get the quest line done, otherwise you're soft-locked out of those stamps. And you're missing some stamp levels as a result of that, and essence generation, EXP, that kind of stuff. So really important you get the quest line done, upgrade those stamps, and finish summoning after that, so you can get the sigil speed, construction EXP, skill efficiency, all that kind of stuff. Okay, cool. But apart from that, whenever you do get a gilded stamp upgrade, look towards some of the efficiency, scaling efficiency related ones. So things like pickaxe stamp, hatchet stamp, the cool diggy stamp. You can upgrade this straight up. You just need to craft these items, stick a bunch of them in your inventory, start upgrading the stamp. These give you a ton of efficiency. Please don't forget that these are multiplied with the these are multiplied with the lab bonus. It doubles non-misc stamp bonuses, so you get double the base mining efficiency and chopping efficiency, wherever, from these stamps, from what you're seeing here. I don't know if IE actually calculates this or not, but these should be doubled from the stamp doubler. The stamp doubler from lab, as well as there is a pristine charm in sneaking, which you don't have, but gives you bigger bonuses and non-misc stamps, so it's just another multiplier for that. So you get even more skill efficiency, even more damage as a result, and even more pushing power, again, which is what you're aiming for. I'd also try to recommend really trying to go back through World 5, get high enough level sailing, get these treasures, and unlock Contra Charmo stamp so you can get more luck, and help your V-Man get more damage as well. Speaking of sailing, how's that going? So you're at Eldritch right now. I imagine you're lacking on the artifact find chance, which again is going to come through summoning. Summoning gives you a ton of bonuses in that regard. What are your boat speed looking like? Not quite 100 mil on a lot of these. So maybe what you need to do is probably spend some time upgrading some of these earlier boats, because you're eventually, the big spike when it comes to sailing artifacts is going to come from these 3 lanterns at the end here, which you unlock through Jade Emporium. So once you unlock these lanterns, it's going to give you higher summoning bonuses, which, going back to summoning, gives you a ton of artifact find chance, sigil speed, construction speed, skilling efficiency, AFK gains, drop rate. It is the best upgrade in the game, bar none, I imagine. So the summoning bonuses are really important. This Winds Lantern is extremely good, and I highly recommend, once you get this unlocked in Jade Emporium, you really want to try to get on the island for these lanterns to get this into Eldritch immediately, and Sovereign, because you'll have unlocked Sovereign artifacts at that point. It'll give you a ton of artifact find chance and help you a ton with your artifact grind. But that being said, you definitely need to get on the grind for sailing speed, which is going to come in a variety of forms. One, upgrading your boats. You're going to need to go back to the earlier islands, get the treasures for these boats, and start unlocking, or rather upgrading, the sailing speed for these boats. Because you have sailing speed captains, which isn't ideal. Ideally, you want loot value or ender captains, which is some random stats. But loot value is going to help you a ton with upgrading. And right now, you're kind of locked out of hitting those higher islands because you're going to spend probably more than 4 or 5 hours getting to the Lantern Island on a lot of your boats, which is going to soft lock you a lot kind of early. So really recommend trying to upgrade your boats early, try to get the artifacts for them, and the loot for them, I think these take like gold bars, so the first few boats are going to be relatively easy to upgrade. Get them to 100 million ideal distance. Get them to that last island and start getting those. Start getting comfortable with sailing where it doesn't take you like 5-6 hours to hit some of the islands, because you're missing speed on a lot of these boats when they're hitting this crystal island here. I know you're trying to go for crystal stake, but just in the future, try to upgrade these boats, get their speed up, and try to gear yourself towards the future where you want to get those lanterns, because those bonuses are huge. Okay, talk about stamps. Please tell me your anvil's done. Anvil's done. Cool. Vials. Okay. Okay, speaking of stamps, the Venison Malt to level 13 is going to be huge for you. I honestly recommend, before you do anything else in the game, I recommend trying to get this to 13, because getting this to 13 is going to give you a multiplier to your other vials, so really good there. Gives you a bunch of skilling efficiency, damage, money, statue deposit, etc. Getting this to 13 is also going to help with material cost reduction for stamp, which again, cycling back to this is going to help you hit your 10,000 stamp goal really easily. Okay, you're focusing on some of the skilling efficiency ones. Good. Let me see if you're missing any that you can probably refocus your prints on. I don't think so. I think a lot of them are up where you can. Getting Firefly Grog up, some of the Equinox stuff up. Cauliflish, I mean, it's going to help a little bit, but I mean, it's going to come back to you getting more skilling efficiency and trying to get higher prints. Get this to 13. Play on ES, play on Bubo. I don't know who you want to play on, but the Tremor Worms actually does help a ton with Bubo progress. So if you want to progress Alchemy, playing on Tremor Worms is still a good candidate for a map for creating cooking. It competes rather heavily with Samurai Guardians. I think for where I'm at in the game, I think I get like 550 to 600,000 seconds on Tremor Worms, and I get roughly the same on Samurai Guardians, which you're not at. So do cranium cooking, get some of this here, or you can play on ES actively. It helps a lot faster with the print, with the material stacking for these for this material. So go do that. It's going to help you a ton with your stamps. Sigils, I wouldn't really. I mean, yeah, you can put your characters here. Just remember, if you do active on Bubo, you don't get sigil progress, so you do have to kind of min-max that. I do recommend if you are in that kind of area. Sorry, as I'm doing the review, you sent me a message. Have another review. Skilling. Okay, so you are working on skilling related stuff. That's good. Atom generation is way up. Perfect. So you're listening to my advice without having watched the video. So good job. So yeah, atom generation is exactly where you want to spend your focus. I recommend trying to do stamps, and it looks like you are working on vials and stamps right now, like you said. So good job, doing good there. Keep up the grind. Again, your big thing right now, Venison Malt, is going to help you a ton. And I recommend doing a V-Man speedrun, getting a high multi-kill, and trying to get a good print of the spore caps, of the board beans, of goblin ears. Just get the monster materials kind of out of the way. It's going to help you a little bit, but each vial you get to 13 is going to help you a ton. Also, you're going to get a little bit higher. You're going to eventually get 100% statue deposit chance, which if you have not done Onyx statues or not done all of them, which you haven't, it's going to help you with the deposit on those as well. So recommend doing that. You're missing some of the World 3 ones. You're missing the accuracy one, which is okay, but getting into Onyx is going to help. The fishing power, this is going to help you. Your fishing prints, honestly, trying to get this to Onyx. I think you do skilling resources in World 2 is going to get you Ocean Man, I think. And the quest line for Kachow statues, get this to Onyx. But before you deposit the Kachow statues, get the vial to 100%, get Starchu EXP to like 22, 23%, and then deposit. You're going to see a lot more bonuses that way. Salts are okay, looking good, I think. Salt looks good. I mean, I'm not going to put the pressure on you to finish this the salt lick out, but as you push further into the Skydoggy Spirit Grind, I mean, it's something you may want to focus on, because the liquid rate and capacity for all liquids, really, really good for just liquid vestment, for liquid farming, creating cooking with Bubo. Your prints, you have a 409 oak log print, so I mean, you're doing good. I think you said you had all the pets, so you have Duke, so you have the 6x prints active, so I don't have to worry about that, but you're doing good on this aspect. Again, Death Note, something you may want to consider doing once you're done with the skilling grind, once you max out Boron and start upgrading some of those, start getting into the habit of upgrading like Diamond Chef, for example. I'd recommend trying to do Eclipse Skulls. because each one gives you 5% multiplicative damage, which again, going back to what you eventually want to do is grind out Skydog Spirits, get through to Samurai Guardians. Getting Eclipse Skulls is going to help you with damage and help you push the world a lot faster. So getting more damage is going to hit you more multi-kill per tier. Again, it's going to help you push the portal a lot faster. So go back, once you finish your Boron Scaling Efficiency grind, once you do your Vials a little bit, go do World 1 and maybe World 2 of Eclipse. Come back to World 3, World 4, World 5. But if you're struggling with World 5, you want to get a little bit extra oomph to your push, try to get these up to Lava Skulls, the 100 million kills, because it'll help you a ton with the multi-kill in that world. So it's going to help you a little bit there as well. Let's see. Your towers are kind of low, so I imagine your tower defense is kind of bad. I mean, skulls are doing good. Tools are good. I haven't even looked at your character's gear. Okay, I mean, tower defense isn't terrible. I don't know if you're following the meta of Slow Roast Wiz, where you want to finish, progress the waves to 10 and let the damage stack up for Slow Roast Wiz, but I recommend doing that. There's some good tower defense layouts in our Discord, I think, in the Organized Tips and Tricks. So go take a look at that. Just make sure you're following those guides. And honestly, just keep progressing in construction of your towers to help you with the bonuses that you see here for the Totalizer, the MSA Totalizer. It's going to give you Jade Coins, damage, sailing speed, meal cooking speed, essence gain. It's going to help you a ton. It's going to incrementally add up to the bonuses that you are getting. So come back to tower defense, really upgrade your towers in construction a little bit more, and then come back to it, start doing them, get an extra like 10, 20 levels, get up the rest of the prayers that you're missing from some of these. It's going to help you kind of a little bit. I think you're missing like Rucksack right now. You have Rucksack. You have most. Okay, you have all the prayers. I mean, this is useless. Trapping, I think you're doing EXP, if I'm not mistaken. You're just doing EXP traps. I mean, it's not terrible. I wouldn't really... I mean, I wouldn't be too hard-pressed about worrying on... Don't be too hard-pressed on worrying about EXP right now, because you still have one critter yet to unlock in Jade Emporium, which is going to be the turtle, which is going to help you give you even more EXP and trapping. Trapping is just going to take a while to level up, so... I mean, try to get critters generally so you can upgrade your vials a little bit more. If you are really, you just don't know what to do, honestly, upgrading the poison tincture up to at least level 4 or 5, getting more shiny critters in this way is going to help you with critter traps. So go do that. Get more poison tincture. Get more of these poison frogs. This is a huge multiplier to the amount of critter gain that you get. So I highly recommend trying to get this vial up to give you more critters. Talked a lot about cooking, so don't need to worry about that. You have chocolate chip. Good. Okay. Breeding. Just missing 2 spice battles. Oh, I'm guessing this is probably... I thought Lullaby Airways was unlocked once you're at Skydoggy Spirits. I think the last one you unlock is at Royal Eggs, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, you should be able to get this. I think you're probably struggling on the battle, maybe. I mean, I could be totally wrong here. I don't remember. But if you are able to do this battle, complete it, because I think that's the burn marshmallow that you are missing. So go do that. Unlock that meal. It's going to give you a ton of meal cooking speed, which is going to cycle back into upgrading cooking. Petarina's done. Good. Some people surprise me. Okay. If you are looking for a little bit more damage, I mean, if you are able to push the rifts a little bit more, I think your damage may be lacking for doing some of these. But getting Kilroy Prime is going to give you a decent multiplier to your damage. Also going to be able to unlock some of those upgrades. You're able to do 3 Kilroys per week as opposed to the 2. So really good for you to do that if you can. Skill mastery. Okay, this is actually something that you can do rather immediately to help you a ton with your printers, actually. So getting these to 750 is going to give you a percent printer output. So what this does is actually just multiplies the print that you see. It's effectively like the DK Orb of Remembrance. I'm not even activating this character. What am I doing? Anyways, you see this bonus here, the 1.24. It's basically that. It's adding a 0.01 to this, or not exactly to this, but it's a separate multiplier. It's going to give you a decent amount of printer output. So it's going to multiply your printer output by 1.01 times. So getting each of these, 1.01, 1.02, 1.03, so on and so forth, is going to stack. So getting to 750 skilling on your account is going to help you a ton with your printer as well. help you a ton. It's kind of incremental, but it is a decent thing for you to try to do, and it's going to help you in the short term kind of fix your skilling efficiency. Or prints, whatever. Farming, I mean, you're eventually going to get the skill efficiency and printer output here, as well as summoning, so don't necessarily worry about grinding those out hard. Breeding is going to take a little bit. It's going to give you the printer output. Cooking is just practically impossible. Don't worry about it. But the main things, the main things here are going to be mining, chopping, fishing, and catching. Really, really easy to do. Easy. For catching, if you have the efficiency, if you're hitting the prowess area cap, where you're getting like 1x, you can stick on the World 6 nodes. They give you a ton of catching EXP, so a really great way to catch up there. You have almost all the gods unlocked. I mean, this actually is going to give you sailing speed. So if you are able to unlock Vigor, try to do Divinity a little bit more. It's going to help you a little bit of sailing speed. Ooh, reminds me, I want to check one thing. You have Permeate. Okay, good. You're linked to that. Yeah, honestly, try to unlock the last god. It's going to help you a little bit with sailing speed. I think this costs atoms, so it's not the best. It does cost atoms. So, I mean, it's a little bit of sailing speed, a little bit of sacrifice. I mean, this is level 65. It's costing me a lot of atoms. It's not going to cost that much for you. But something you can do. Try to do that if you can. Bagger is going to help you with sailing speed, which, again, is another problem you need to fix right now. So, go do that. I mean, your alignment doesn't matter because you have Dew. Sneaking, I don't have much advice in terms of sneaking, but if you are at a point where you can get the veils, swap over to Idleon real quick. If you are able to get the veils and the rosaries, these two items, they stack multiplicatively with each other. So when you have, let me, for example, go to my character here, Midnight, which I don't have a rosary for. So if I go to my sneaking tab, here I have 6Q, essentially, stealth, with the rosary and veil. You see, these both say they have a multiplier to them. Rosary's bigger, so, I mean, logically you'd want to have 2 rosaries, but these are 2 separate buckets for multipliers. So if I were to put 2 veils here, this number drops dramatically to 166 trillion. That's like a 60x drop. It's 1/60th of what it was before. Rough head math. So, I mean, you don't want to do 2 veils when you are able to equip 2 of the same item. You want to mix and match the veils and rosaries. These multiplier stealth is going to help you a ton with pushing the higher floors, and getting the gloves eventually is going to help you with your action speed. It's going to help you find more items a lot faster. So, when you kind of the meta in sneaking is you have essentially 3 kind of, I was going to say fluffers. 3 side characters are going to help boost the stealth with things like smoke bombs are a good substitute for lotus flowers if you don't have them. But lotus flowers are better than bombs pretty much in all cases. And weird lava math, the bombs and the lotus flowers don't multiply in the same way that rosary and veil do. They are additive with each other, as are the individual lotus flowers. So you can stack 2 lotus flowers, get the same bonus essentially as getting 2 bombs. Just a little bit higher because flowers have higher bonuses. But essentially, you want to have 3-4 characters that have either stacks of 2 bombs or stacks of 2 flowers to boost the stealth of your main pushers. You're going to want essentially the Scroll of Power to kind of help level up your characters, and the Veil and Rosary combo is going to help you a ton with stealth. So that's eventually the thing. Where you are right now, I think you're kind of at the grind where you have just Silk Veils. You're probably going to have a mixed match people of bombs, of the scroll, kind of until you get the point where you are able to equip 2 of the same item and eventually get the rosary. Rosary is going to really help skyrocket your progress in sneaking. That's going to help you a ton with your sneaking, your total stealth, as you're able to hit the higher floors. Cool. Okay. For sailing, something you may want to do is, so you have the 10k stack on the beanstalk for the hamsters. Let's look at your equipment real quick. For your characters, you have 25, 28, 28. Okay, so you essentially are hitting the important thing where you have a split stack of golden hamsters on all your characters. That's good. I would recommend finishing your Onyx statue grind first, then do gold food farm. This is, again, kind of a little bit down the road when you finish your skilling efficiency and get a little bit more damage and cooking efficiency. I would recommend probably going towards the 100k grind on the all stat, on the golden elmishes as well as the golden hammers, because it's going to guarantee that you get sailing claims every single time you claim your AFK gains. So really recommend trying to get this as fast as you can, well, after all those other things have progressed, to get you that guaranteed sailing and to help you push sailing a lot faster. I mean, by the time you get there, I mean, you're going to have a lot of artifacts already at like Sovereign maybe at that point. But I mean, it's going to help you still in the future because you still have a % chance as opposed to a guaranteed chance to collect sailing. And sailing is notoriously difficult to finish because it has a really low artifact find chance once you get to Sovereign. So getting 100k is going to be a goal you have kind of down the line. I mean, other than that, your equipment is kind of all over the place. I'd really recommend trying to getting your characters into Marbleglass gear like you have for your Bubo. Marbleglass is going to give you % all stat. % all stat really filters into getting you more damage and money. Damage is the important thing there for the pushing power. So getting more damage really, again, is what you're aiming for. So try to get Marbleglass as opposed to whatever mix and match kind of stuff that you have here with the fishing efficiency, the catching, whatever. I think you have like a fishing setup here, but Marbleglass actually might give you more sealing efficiency than the fishing efficiency from these here. So look at it. You may be getting more. I think that's the case, but I think you'd benefit more from getting Marbleglass anyways, just for the damage aspect of it. So don't necessarily worry about these weird gear pieces that you have here. Okay, and talent-wise, Bubo's not at 210 icon. Okay, so big thing, spend a 20 book and get your Bubo to level 210 icon. This is going to help a ton with cranium cooking because the level 210 icon, this 2 seconds goes to 3 seconds, which is going to help you like massively improve your alchemy and liquid generation. So getting that to 3 seconds is going to like make you able to do cranium cook pretty much every 30-40 minutes or so. That's going to really skyrocket your progress when it comes to alchemy, liquid generation, buying stuff in the shop, whatever you may need in alchemy. It's going to help you a ton with that. So get that up, finish your boost cauldron, get your liquid cauldrons up, whatever. But tentacle at 200 is a must for like anyone in the game. It's like a really huge snowball when it comes to alchemy. Okay, and last thing I'm going to look at, because I am running out of time, is just your constellations. Constellations are looking good. I just realized this entire time I've been on Idleon the entire time. Where do we stop? Let's see. Bagger. Bagger's really good. Unlock Bagger. More sailing speed. The Veil Rosary. That's right. We talked about that. So I mean, it wasn't too far. So Constellations. So you're missing. So getting Mega Crit on Clammy. Obviously, going to be very easy for you. Get those extra points. World 5. Minor Mole. Reach star in 10 players, very easy for you to do. Worm Nest, defeating 100 worms, very easy for you to do. Go do that on your DK, your ES, your other DK. Done immediately. World 6, you have this on level 420. I think you have this on your characters, but if you're not there yet, just grind out the extra levels. But this star sign is located. It's like kind of up here a little bit. You're going to have to go into the farming menu a little bit, and there it is, kind of cut away. Go back. There you go. You can kind of click it like as the last second thing. It's hidden, very easy to do. Once you're at level 420, it's going to give you 7 points to do, as you can see here. So very easy thing for you to do. Anyways, that's going to be the review. Thank you so much for watching. Again, get your characters geared up a little bit. Scaling efficiency is a big thing for you, so go watch that earlier video about the mid-world 6 grind. Go look at the Boron video I released, why Boron's so important. You're working on your scaling efficiency. Work on the vials a little bit. Get your stamps up to 10,000. Push your skill account level up to around 750, so you get the printer output for mining, chopping, fishing, and catching. All that's going to help you a ton with your account. Once you're there and you have Boron at level 20, you have some of the earlier bubbles at like level 300-400, the multiplier bubbles that is, and Hocus Chopus and my Hardy Diggy. Start focusing on Diamond Chef. After Diamond Chef, focus on Power Trial and Try 2 and Try 3. Get those damage ups. Try to push the rest of the world. You want to get every single character up to Samurai Guardian, so you get the crop efficiency from the Cropius Mapper bubble. Going to help you a ton with farming. And then sneaking, just kind of wait, kind of try to get to the Rosary Veil combo. It's going to help you a ton in progressing sneaking as well. So good luck, man. Have a great day, and hope you have some good progress. Have a good one.